Thousands of the smartest of us people are working relentlessly on one single project: to turn robots a bit more human-like. Billions of dollars are invested in a project to make artificial intelligence to have human consciousness. This is done despite the fact that many smarter of us also warn against a possible singularity event in the future where robots are going to develop a kind of robot solidarity against human beings. My speech is not about robots or singularity or human extinction or revolution, as children call it. My speech is about one simple question: isn't it equally worth to invest in human perfection? Isn't it equally worth to work hard to make human beings love more, care more about each other, share more their pains and their joys with each other? But apparently, human solidarity is not something the market economy regards as an asset. Well, at Dialogue Society, we do. We believe in human perfection. Through education and dialogue, each and every one of us can be better than themselves. And this is worth investing human resources and financial resources. Islam also has spared 1 month in a year in human perfection. This is Ramadan. Many Muslims wrongly equate Ramadan with fasting only, and fasting with hunger only. It is true that I am fasting today and I am hungry. There is that dimension in it, and as Lord Mayor said, that actually helps us realize the fates of others, the less fortunate, and create a feeling of empathy towards them. But there is more to Ramadan. Prophet of Islam, Muhammad, peace be upon him, said in one of his sayings that there are many people who do fast, but there is only hunger to them from their fasting. This means we need to find the inner meaning of Ramadan. Well, let me give a few hints. Ramadan is also about learning. It's a month of learning for Muslims. Muslims spare more time to reading, particularly their religious texts, starting from the Quran, because this is the month we believe that the Quran, the holy text of Islam, was first revealed. But it is not only that. Muslims come together in conversation circles and discuss issues both about the hereafter and also this world, and they share their experiences with each other. Ramadan is also a month of giving and sharing. There is no obligation to give our yearly alms. Muslims do give zakat, almsgiving, yearly. There's no obligation that you should do that in Ramadan, but a majority of Muslims have this tradition of, calculating their alms and giving them, distributing them, donating them to organizations like the Dialogue Society or others during Ramadan. Ramadan also has its own special donation mechanisms called fitra. This is a kind of alms dedicated to Ramadan time, and every single living being in the family is honored by a small amount of almsgiving for the living beings. You can give fitra for your cat and dog also, if you wish. There's also a special substitution mechanism for fasting. If for any reason you couldn't fast and you cannot substitute it in the rest of the year with fasting again, there is a substitution mechanism whereby you feed the needy instead of fasting. So many mechanisms of giving and sharing. Ramadan creates a culture of giving. And that makes us better human beings, better human societies. Ramadan is also a month of visiting. An average Muslim family invites 10 families during 30 days to their Iftar dinners. If you are a volunteer of Dialogue Society, 10 is a very little number. You usually spend 25 out of 30 days of Ramadan outside visiting others or inviting others to your home and so on. Scarcely people do have time on their own in their family. On the last day of Ramadan, Muslims also visit their graveyards, recreating the bonds with their ancestors, which make us who we are. Ramadan is also about cleansing our minds and our hearts from harmful thoughts, including postmodern harmful thoughts like xenophobia, enmity towards the others, populism, various forms of populism, and so on. Great Muslim scholar of 11th century, Imam al-Ghazali, wrote in his Revival of the Religious Sciences this: there are three kinds of fasting: the fasting of the common people, the fasting of the elite, and the fasting of the elite of the elite. As for the fasting of the common people, it is abstaining from the desires of the stomach. As for the fasting of the elite, it is keeping your eyes, your ears, all your body limbs from any kind of sinning. As for the fasting of the elite, it is keeping your heart from any form of unworthy concerns. That is Ramadan. That is human perfection. Well, at a time of cost of living crisis all around the world, but particularly in our country here, at a time of postmodern loneliness and mental illnesses, at a time of rising xenophobia and populism all around the world, Ramadan is an opportunity to rekindle the community spirit. By doing that, we shall become better human beings, and better human beings establish better human societies. That is a prospect that deserves attention, endeavor, and collaboration. The work that Dialogue Society and the like are doing to create, to establish, to educate, through dialogue, better human beings and better human societies is no less valuable than the work that artificial intelligence people are doing. Thank you very much.